I just wanted to reach out today to let you know that this morning there is someone out there questioning you today. I bet you some of you went into your place of business today and people started asking you, what's wrong with you? Sometimes it's people that you deal with the most that may be able to see a significant shift in your energy, and they question what's wrong with you. Why don't you do some of the things that you used to do? Why are you not living the way that you used to live? Why do you not deal with some of the people and the things that you used to deal with, and now they have grown suspicious of you? They may even look at you like, what's wrong with you? I want you to understand that as a chosen one, you are quite different from anyone on the earth. But regardless to anyone, we're here to discover who we were before we got here. I want you to understand that your uniqueness and your shift in energy scares people that are not there. The way that you're vibing here lately is quite different than you've ever vibed before, because you know who you are now. See, it's something to be walking when you sleepwalk. Sometimes you may wander into things, bump into things, and kind of get wrapped up into things that you shouldn't. But when God takes the time to awaken you in your consciousness, then all of a sudden he begins to elevate you in your spirit. I want you to know that some of you have been impregnated with a gift. And the reason why they're asking you what's wrong with you, you look different and you're acting funny, because you're beginning to show. See, I want you to understand something. As a woman, when you're pregnant at first, nobody really knows that you're pregnant. Sometimes we don't even know that we're pregnant. We just know that sometimes we get sick. We can't eat the things that we used to eat. We can't sleep the way that we used to sleep. Something seems a little bit off in us. And then we go to the doctor to see what's going on. Is this the stomach flu? Do I have a cold? Do I have a virus? And the doctor asks a series of questions and come back with the results of a test, and you're indeed pregnant. I want you to understand that the reason why they're asking you from a spiritual sense, why you're looking funny, why you're acting different, what's wrong with you, is because you're pregnant with a promise that God has dropped on the inside of you. I want you to understand that when you begin to show, your enemy gets a little bit nervous, because the devil never wanted you to take a spiritual seed that God has given you, male or female, and manifest it out here in these streets, because he knows that if you could ever get loose, if the real person that is buried beneath the pain, that is buried beneath the betrayal, that is buried beneath the generational curses, that is buried beneath the insecurities, that is buried beneath all of the things that are false about you, the real thing that God impregnated you, it has begun to show up. And he knows that if it gets loose in this environment, then you're going to bring a whole lot of people to the Lord. I want you to understand this on today. You might be looking funny. You may be looking different. You may be acting different to them, but you're acting the way you're supposed to be acting, and you're doing what you are supposed to be doing, and you're living the way you're supposed to be living. And when you begin to walk in your divine footsteps that's been orchestrated by the Almighty himself, people get uncomfortable with that, because you're beginning to show. You understand what I'm saying? You're beginning to show who you are. And when you show who you divinely are, some people get nervous. They can't take it. They say that you think you're better. They say that you're conceited. It's a lot of things that people say because they don't understand you now. because the real version of you has begun to show. But I want you to understand that it has been a lot of weeds in the garden where God allowed you to grow. And now that you have budded and now that you have begun to blossom and bloom, he is pulling out the tear out of your rooms. So if they think that you're acting a little different, that's okay. If they left you alone because you changed, that's even better. Because I want you to know that when you began to show and you began to grow, God will move you in a total different area. And sometimes you have to get used to vibing by yourself. Until the next video, guys, peace, because I believe in you. Bye now.